Why on earth would you ever spend $62,000 on Ruby Rose?
Why not? $62,000 to me is like $60 to you.
You didn't smash?
No. Ruby Rose, it's like my cheapest transaction this month. It's like holding up a CVS receipt. I don't know why it went so viral.
Dude, it's going viral because you spent 62 grand on one person. That's like somebody's salary.
Take one, action.
Okay, so this is a really strange episode because I've known you for a good portion of my time in LA. You have many names. There's Lamar, there's Brandon, there's Landon. I feel like there's so many names out there. There's so many jobs you have done that I've seen you do. No one knows what you do. And then all of a sudden you pop up on the internet as a crypto billionaire who spent $63,000 on some fans, prostitute, girl, whatever you want to call her.
Ruby Rose.
Ruby Rose.
Ruby Rose, yes.
I'm sure she has many other things that she does, but she does sell sex, so she's a prostitute. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this because there's too many question marks Val and I had. My brain is wired for marketing. So instantly I'm like, 5% of me is like, shit, is my friend Lamar a billionaire? And then like the other 95% of me is like, is my friend Lamar just part of a marketing scheme? Everyone just knows that you're the guy who spent 63 grand on Ruby Rose and got outed on Twitter, and then
Spent another 30,000.
You got her face tattooed on your leg, and then sent all these crazy text messages. That's what her side of the story is.
And my side of the story is different than that.
What is it?
So I got hit up by an agency and they needed someone to take a photo or a few photos.
How do they hit you up? Who are you? Like, why are they hitting you up?
It was through a friend of a friend, I'm guessing. And the friend basically reached out because, I don't know, maybe just the way that I look, maybe my character, I don't know.
Do they feel like that you might look like a guy who would spend 63 grand on pussy that you won't fuck?
I mean, they maybe thought that, you know?
Do you think they were trying to make you look a little simpy?
Yeah, more like...
I mean, they definitely did, right?
But how come you, specifically? Was it because you're in a certain circle with them, or is it like...
Yeah, he hangs out with porn stars.
Are you the chosen one?
I hang out with everyone. I mean, everyone knows me, so it's like... it just came up out of nowhere, honestly.
Right,
like,
and when they were suggesting this, the pretense was just like, oh, this is just another Instagram or Twitter post to run marketing for someone's fans. It wasn't expected to like go viral, right?
The agency just needed some pictures of, you know, like someone to take a photo with Ruby, and I was like, okay, I could definitely do that.
And is it like through email or is it text messages? How did it go?
Text call. I think it was a call, and then there might be some text, but honestly, it was mostly calling.
Did you know what this was being used in which way? Like, you know how there's like musicians make music or people participating in movies don't even know what the storyline is. Were you just told, I'm going to take a photo of Ruby Rose and that's it, and I got paid, and you didn't know that they're going to paint a certain narrative with that photo?
So I knew like with the picture that there was something to do with like maybe promotion or something like that makes it to like... I didn't know exactly what the storyline was.
Right, so you didn't know what they were going to say about you until you saw it like everybody else did.
I just knew once I seen the posts, I spent $62,000, $63,000, and then I wasn't seeing every other post like that was going out there. Like, I didn't know I was some Bitcoin billionaire. I didn't know what else I was, you know? I didn't know I was being portrayed as some guy from like MTV's True Life, you know? So...
By the way, is that true?
No, I mean, the episode's probably true, but I can tell you during that time that episode was filmed like in 2009, and when I saw that, I was like, this guy doesn't look like me. And in 2009, I was in the Navy, so it was like...
Oh, so it doesn't even...
Yeah, it doesn't match up.
Yeah.
And that guy had some shitty-ass tattoos on his neck. I don't know. I only have one tattoo on my neck, and it's not finished, so...
Okay, makes sense.
So you see this post goes up. Are you like, oh, fuck? What goes through your head? What happens next? Like, are people are texting me because you're wearing our merch. See, we have like this connection in that. I loved it. I loved every minute of it because this is the freest promo for my brand, right? Yeah. And especially because you're wearing something as absurd as you're wearing it right now. This is the photo, the shirt from the video.
It's like the best shirt.
If I die, delete my
I mean, exactly. Right? Perfect shirt to wear, which by the way, you know, kind of a genius move on your part to slide in with that shirt without even realizing that they were going to use that photo for someone who's dropping that much bank on a girl on OnlyFans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, once that portion of it came out, then I was like, okay, what do I do now? And I'm like on Instagram and whatever, and then I just decided to switch all my Instagrams Because I knew like if I didn't switch my Instagrams quick enough, that people were gonna like find out what I do, or technically find out what my first name was, or somehow, some way they'd get all my information. And,
Right.
I don't know. Maybe they'd try and
But
say
did,
something.
did you want to hide because it was like
Honestly,
embarrassing,
no,
or
it-
is because what?
Well, I've never dealt with the eye looking at me technically like this. Like I didn't know exactly how big it was. You know, like I could tell you when I went to the weed shop, I got got asked, can I take a video with you? And I was like, sure. And then the girl's like, hey, I'm here with the fucking Ruby Rose's top spender. And then the other girl was like, and the guy from True Life. And I was like, what the fuck's True Life? You know, like, what's that about? And then they say, she's like, you're the guy from the porn addiction thing, right? I was like, no. And then that kind of like threw me off a little bit because I hang out with porn stars. I work with them and whatnot. So it's like,
that
I
makes
mean,
you feel weird, right?
well, I mean,
It makes you feel weird because like he's starting to feel that not this fame that he's gotten, the taste of it, isn't like positive, right? Like they're
Yeah.
all like, yo, let me take a video with a guy who's like blew 63 grand on some pussy he didn't even get to see, right? Oh, he's the guy with the porn addiction, right? It's like you're kind of
They
it's
herb
not,
you
it's
out.
not like,
Yeah.
oh my God, this is a crypto billionaire, right? Like this is dope, right? It's like
well, they
but anytime someone drops that much money on something as frivolous as vagina, right, which is so easily attainable in exchange for like, dude, I know girls that'll blow you for like if you buy a McDonald's, right? So like the fact that someone would spend $63,000 is genius on their part because it creates such an absurd moment that everyone has to comment, and he just happened to be the butt of the joke in that sense, right? It's something's out of whack. That's what every marketing scheme needs, is something absurd. It's what we do, right? And he just happened to be the fall guy of that.
Isn't it crazy how the internet is all smoke and mirrors? You
It's
know?
all fake.
Yeah, and people feed into it like crazy.
But women put on makeup and you expect them to tell the truth about everything else in their life,
it's
right? You don't look
people
that
are
good.
very naive, you know.
Right.
How much did they pay you for your tattoo?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted a certain amount, but they asked me like, what do you feel comfortable with, or what should we pay you? And I was just thinking 15 to 20 at first.
Grand
Yeah.
for the tattoo.
Yeah. And I was like,
Why would you
well, I
go
mean,
that
because
big?
I mean, technically I knew what was gonna happen probably after I get the tattoo. Like I kind of sensed that with the first post went viral, this is probably gonna be more viral, but I thought it was just a tattoo as well. I didn't know there was like a message thread to it as well. So I was like,
Yeah, what's the message thread? Did you read these messages?
I can tell
They
you,
faked them, right?
I mean,
They're not your text.
I mean, I'm not Brandon in the message. It says Brandon Weird OnlyFans guy, and I was like, I seen it, but when on the post, it was like scrolling up and down. So I was seeing the bottom of the page,
Here, hold on. Let me pull these text
and
messages up.
then I was like,
Because
oh,
these text messages they did for you
like
are
the beginning sounds
aggressive.
good, and then like I could just feel like all the anxiety and shit. I stayed up for like a couple days, honestly. Like I was like
you couldn't
making
sleep
sure,
from
like,
it?
well, yeah, I had to make sure like no one was. I don't know. I was like focused on it, and then they just told me focus on like Instagram. You know, like don't look at Twitter; it gets too crazy on there.
Yeah, Twitter does get crazy,
But when I noticed on Instagram, everything that I was getting was nothing like bad about what was going on. It was all crypto shit. So I was like, okay, this is kind of cool.
I'm trying to pull up these text messages. His phone's just a little.
So you were staying up at night because you were worried of how you were being perceived, or you're staying up at night because
Well, yeah,
you weren't used to the fame?
I felt like, I mean, I've dealt with people that have, I mean, I exposed someone before back down the road. I can't talk about it, but yeah, basically like people come after you after that. So it's like, I didn't know exactly where I was going with this. And I was like,
What do you mean by come after? Meaning like you thought that somebody might not like
yeah,
it?
I mean, like there's a lot of people, I mean, everyone gets hate comments. Like it's like
Right.
back and forth, you know, and I know how to deal with it. But I was having friends call me and saying, hey, we worry about you. Like what's going on? And I'm like, I'm good.
Right.
And I didn't know what, I mean, they didn't tell me to like not say anything. They, you know,
I mean, the messages are absurd that they've made up. We can even have a one-sided open relationship where you can do whatever you want as long as I know that at the end of the day you come home to me and are only with me. I promise I will treat you better than anyone. I love you with all my heart. I have never felt this way about anyone. I want to marry you. I want to have a family with you. I want to only be with you. I would quit everything and give up everything just for you. I will do anything for you to love me. I will give you everything. I've just for the chance that you never leave me. I want you to be with me forever. In my eyes, I've never seen or known something that I am so sure will be perfect. I love you more than Bitcoin. I only love you. And he said he would send her 10 Bitcoin, to which he claimed to be worth 400 grand. I mean,
Yeah.
They really did a phenomenal job of writing this.
Of making it obsessive.
And then I have a surprise to show you my commitment. I know you will love it. It's almost done. I can't wait to show you. Surprise. What do you think? It almost took 3 hours. And then the reveal was that you got her face tattooed on your leg. Bro, you got caught up in a genius marketing scheme. That's really it.
Yeah,
And it did it.
Definitely
fuck with
crazy.
your mental. I mean,
yeah,
I get
no,
it.
like literally, yeah. It was like
Because you're not like an ambiguous looking fella, right? Like
Yeah.
You walk down the street, you're like, that's Lamar, right? You're like, you
I know. I went
you're
out.
odd looking.
I did go
That's
out.
nothing
like,
weird.
after that.
Right? So like it's like they painted a target on someone who's easily identifiable, right? You
But
know
it's
what I mean?
crazy that
like if they did it to Kyle, they'd be like just another Asian guy in the
it's just wild that they didn't tell him, like, they didn't give him a contract, or they didn't tell him, like, yo, by the way, you're gonna come to the
because
Mondrian.
they don't Val, you're forgetting that some of the best marketing schemes happen on the fly. And when you're executing one marketing scheme a day, you don't think about the need for NDAs. You're like, yo, take a photo, let's see if this go viral. And then all of a sudden it's on TMZ and you go, shit, that worked, right? And then
So
tomorrow.
the picture, so the tattoo came after they
Yeah,
took
the
the picture,
tattoo.
right?
Yeah, tattoo came a couple days later.
And then
But-
that's when they blessed them with more cash to stay in the pocket, right? They kind of kept it like, yo, we'll give you enough. Lamar will take whatever.
Like, are you down to are you down to do the tattoo, basically, right? That's
Yeah,
why.
I mean,
why would they not fake that? That's the crazy part is they made you get tattooed, which I'm glad you got the money.
I kind of mentioned it in the very beginning, like, because I knew there was gonna be a story to this. Like, we could build it up or something, right? And I was like, I'll get her name tattooed on me or something. No, I ended up getting a portrait after that.
So we
yeah,
never
but
got
why do it? Why couldn't they just Photoshop that? Like, it's not even necessary to do that,
because he's walking around the street and he has to be real, right?
bro. My man, it's Ruby Rose. It's not Margot Robbie exchanging in DMs with him, right? Like this is gonna be yesterday's news by the time right. So it's like I don't even understand why they even. If I was them, I would have just done that for free, not even told you, and just fucking Photoshop that on someone. Gotten a temporary tattoo printed on someone's leg. I'm just saying, it's crazy that they went to the lengths of actually getting you to tattoo it. And
We never got to the bottom of like how much they paid you though. What was the number?
It was like,
worth your while,
I mean,
or are you bothered knowing that they probably
no, I bothered.
made like $1 million?
Oh, they probably made more than that for sure. But yeah, no, I think that's what it is. Because like I was getting all these people coming after me, and I was like, okay, yeah. Right after I got the tattoo, and then it got posted, it wasn't worth like what I got paid technically.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
juice isn't worth the squeeze, as they say.
yeah. I mean, I actually called a couple. Well, I was trying to figure out what should I charge, right? And Gina told me double digits, right?
What's double digits? Like,
Like
11 up?
like
10
yeah.
up?
She said 15 and up.
So
Technically,
you were
but-
getting consultations from
but-
Gina Valentina.
well. That's who I thought to ask because I was
Gina's
gonna.
the best, by the way.
Yeah,
Gina's.
she's awesome. And I mean, that's what I already thought. I thought like 15 to 20 because like I already knew how I was gonna blow up big, but I didn't.
Right. I mean,
You didn't
like,
think it was gonna go this big though.
Yeah, like that
he
storyline.
didn't because he didn't even know what the scheme was until it
Yeah.
went viral. Right.
Which is crazy.
Right. But think about how many times people come in here, take photos with me, and then 6 months later, I use it in a banner, right? They don't, and they'll be like, oh shit, that's what it's used for. Same thing with him. He's like, yo, we'll give you whatever, $1,000, go take a photo with Ruby at the Mondrian. They have a marketing plan. They don't need to tell him.
Which is wild.
Right? Why? Because to them, they're like,
How long was the interaction at the Mondrian? It was just like a quick little couple minutes. Boom, see you
for
later,
like
right?
2 hours.
Oh, really?
Did you have
Yeah.
chemistry with her, you think?
She was dope. Like literally, I told her I rap. Like like for some odd reason, I thought
Did
it
you
would be.
freestyle for her?
I tried. I was like kind of. I mean, we all were kind of nervous. I was like, we were listening to beats for a little bit. We smoked. She's super dope.
Did
Oh, so it was a good-
did she show you
Yeah.
the tits?
No, I don't even think she shows that on fans.
Her fans, I heard, is whack.
I mean, I don't subscribe to fans. I mean, I work with everyone in fans. I mean, not with fans directly, but
Yeah, I mean,
I deal with all this stuff. I already know. Like, I don't even have a fans. I mean, I created one. Just because I didn't know where shit was going.
Because you wanted to see what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting
but
people
the problem
DMing.
is he got double fucked. He got fucked mentally by this, and he got fucked because there was no way to find him right on the internet.
Are you gonna get that tattoo removed?
Oh, that's my queen right there.
Is it really? Do you really like Ruby Rose? Honestly,
I just met her.
It looks like
Yeah, I mean,
it looks like Sexy Red on there.
she went on tour with Sexy Red just now.
Really?
Yeah, she was like on tour.
Man, her next to Sexy Red, she probably looks like an 11. Did you put her next to all the other black people on your foot for a reason? Are they legs segregated?
No, I mean, like,
That's
technically,
cartoon
that was the most...
leg, and that's black people leg.
Fuck. I mean, no,
that's his
they're
black
just...
leg. That's his BLM leg, and that's his Disney Rick and Morty.
That's his Jewish leg.
That's his artsy side.
It's crazy how marketing and how all these little plans and how things are happening nowadays is just kind of like, oh, we're going to do whatever we feel like doing, and it just becomes background chess, and then you fall into a little thing, and there you are.
It's like kind of like, you know, when we did the Black Friday promo with Haley and Yamani, when we did the world, you know, it was the big Black Friday sale, and it's funny because, you know, I have to have that conversation with those girls, because they're speaking the dialogue. I can't just surprise them and ambush them with a marketing plan. But also, like, I also like making sure that my friends are, like, okay with it, because the last thing you want is to have a brilliant idea and sneak it on someone,
and then
they get upset, and I go, I have to stop doing this plan. It's a lot easier in my, you know how they always say it's easier to ask for forgiveness, not permission. In my case, it's more important to ask for permission, because the last thing I want is to be excited about something going viral and they go yank it. Like, I'm not comfortable with this. And you're like, damn it, I should have gotten the okay, or I should have convinced you to get the okay when we filmed, not afterwards.
Do you wish you would have strategized a little better as far as picking up the traffic from what happened? Meaning, like, instead of switching your Instagram name, you could have just stayed in the pocket and then got the following and went with the plan of, like, you being the Bitcoin guy and kind of just build up a little following off of it?
That's technically what I did, but on my Instagram before that, it was like me doing like teeth and stuff, or just hanging out with like people that are lit already, you know? So it's like, if I had that on there, it would have just, it probably would have threw things off, because they'd be like, this guy hangs out with everyone. And then it surfaced that like there's a video of me and Juice WRLD, right? So it was like,
did these people ask you to change your Instagram handle?
No, I just did it because it was like, I don't know, I was thinking too much. Like, I was like, everything was like speeding, and like people were like, and then I was like thinking, okay, I've seen people get in trouble and shit or whatever, like just get all their information put out there. So I was like, all right, let me take this off, and I have like 3 Instagram accounts, so it's pretty easy to find me, I guess. But it wasn't easy after.
It's not easy to find you because she didn't tag you.
So what I had to do was, for that, is I don't use Twitter or anything, but I had to figure it out kind of. So that was fun, honestly. That was like a video game.
Do you get bothered by some of the comments? I saw some of the comments on Twitter. They would be like, oh, this guy's King Cuck, or this guy is this, or this guy's that.
Those are kind of funny, but like when it came to like so many stalkers, and then I seen this one post that just got me, where it was like this one girl who had a stalker. She was like a singer or something. She had a stalker, and the stalker killed her. So literally, it was like this Christina Grimmie, I think it was, or something.
And somebody posted about
Someone
it?
like had it in the feed of like everything, and it was like, you better watch out, get a restraining order. And then I was like, this is kind of crazy.
Because I think you're the stalker.
And it's like, I mean, my name wasn't attached to it. If they would have found out, like, if they had like all my name, then it would like probably be worse. And then like, you know, probably.
I mean, to be fair, it's like we're dealing with like we said, a OnlyFans girl. So it kind of like the sex world drama kind of
goes with that.
It's suppressed a little more. Right, like we all heard about it, but like I said, this isn't like Margot Robbie engaging in this kind of conversation and this kind of attitude. It's like, do you get where I'm going?
Yeah, I get it. And I'm happy that you're mentally in a better spot now, because I do understand the pressure of that, because it's like one thing to play along and be ready for it and know how to flip that energy, but then there's one thing to be ambushed and not know what to do and how to move around. So I feel like that was you, because you have your side of friends that are already in the industry. Yeah. Then you also didn't want to look like a weirdo to them. And then plus this is all of this energy and attention is coming your way, and you just don't know how to pivot. And it's a little tough. I'm not going to lie. Right.
I mean, but what I realized too is like the friends, they know I'm not like that. So
a lot of people reach out to you and be like, Lamar, is this for real?
Like literally the same day, like I just didn't even answer. Cause like I was like, I guess I got to deal with it first. I don't want to like deal with everyone's phone call. So I dealt with that for like a couple days, honestly. And
insane amount of phone calls, text messages, right?
Oh man, I got more messages in my, I don't know, I got a shit ton of messages. It was annoying.
I know that one of your jobs is watching porn stars' cats and stuff like that. Is that something you do?
I mean, well, there's a cat, but
I thought you watched Gina's cats.
No, Gina has a cat, and then she has 4 dogs. So I mean,
Do any of these porn stars have sex with you?
No.
Do you want to have sex with them? No.
I think like Gina ruined it, and everyone ruined it because like once you meet one, it's like you can't do anything. It's like weird. I thought about getting into porn though. At one point.
You want to get into porn? You need a new.
Well,
we need a new Ron
we need.
you need the everyman.
I've been told. Hey,
could you swing a dick?
Oh yeah, I mean I could.
Yeah.
You could be the Bitcoin. Maybe
plumber. You could become the guy that they pay. Yeah.
I could be like fucking.
I told you should. If I would be fucking girls, POV front like this, and then throw cash on their back and come all over it, and be like the Bitcoin.
I love how you're like sticking. I like the vinegar strokes that you're giving.
Well, what's crazy is I was getting so many DMs to shoot content this week on OnlyFans. Like all these girls wanted to shoot content, and then that was when I was like not the stalker kind of, and then like it died down. But then I still have like girls hitting me up to, I don't know, hang out. I got Well, no, I shouldn't expose anyone. But yeah.
What?
Well, I mean, it's not no one big, anyways.
What'd you say? I mean, you don't got it.
I got girls asking me for money.
What'd you say?
Did any of the girls from the past hit you up and be like, Lamar, there you are, you son of a?
Or did they go? Or more girls pissed like, yo, spend money on me?
Oh yeah. So I got a girl that said, "Wait, you spend money on this girl like this, but you don't even spend that on me." I was like, wow. And then I was like
real girls that you know.
I had one girl. She said some shit like, "Is this you?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I lost total respect for you," or some shit. And
Really?
What would she do? She probably sucks cock for a living.
No, I don't even know what she does.
Like a normal chick, just hit you up randomly.
She's like, "I lost respect for you." Oh, I'm so sorry to lose. What people? The ego.
I think it was because,
you know how much of an ego you have to call someone and be like, "I've lost respect for you." Be like, "My man, what?" You act like that's some sort of currency. Like, I don't care about your respect.
Right.
Do you care about her respect? Do you miss her?
No, I don't. Because I mean, I'm not a bad guy. I never get in any like arguments or do anything bad. So like this shit just made me look like the evil, baddest guy.
The evil dude. But technically not evil. People are kind of looking at it like you're a clown almost. Because they're like, because to the society, whoever throws like a sum of money like that at an empty cause, which is like an fans, to society, that's like, wow, I can't believe this guy is such a herb and he's the bottom of the barrel and he's spending that kind of money on this, right? Because there's plenty of people that are making average salaries for $60,000 a year, and to them it's just, this is absurd. So that's why it's kind of like frowned upon.
Yeah, at least if you buy like a $63,000 watch, someone is going to be like, okay, I respect
you're the man, yeah.
Like, wow, he's got that much money. But I guess people are looking at like, all the poverty and the war and like,
correct,
and the inflation and, how hard it is to stay alive in this world. And then just like, this is a genius marketing plan. I have to commend Ruby Rose for pulling it off.
The only thing that makes it worse, if it was just a post of you spending $62,000 on Ruby Rose's OnlyFans, is one thing. But what made it worse is the obsessive text message. That's what makes it look bad.
No, but that sells it so much.
But that's what sells it and makes it look really bad. But as far as you just spending the money, like, yeah, people will be like, oh, that's King Cuck. He's an idiot. He's this, he's that. That's fine. That we can brush off.
Yeah, people call every guy's, oh, he's a cuck. It's like, my man, you work for a boss. You're being cucked out somewhere too.
Right, you're cucking out somewhere.
Yeah. So you're good.
Yeah.
It was a little crazy.
Fans, start fucking these porn stars.
I personally think you should go down the route of selling courses for teaching people how to do crypto. I think that's even better move.
You should scam them all.
Like, I think you should just do a course, be like, this is King Cuck, the Bitcoin guy. I'm selling the course.
Right.
Yeah, King Cuck is a good name, and then you're like, yo, this is me, and you send them like a picture with the proof of the tattoo. Be like, I got a course for you. You line up 10 dudes, sign them up 10,000 each. There you go. 100 bands. And then just copy a course from like YouTube.
Just go see.
I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna have that'll be fun.
Let me
I actually already started that.
Really?
I mean, we have the big, or what is it, Discord and shit.
Oh, so you started Discord? I like that. All right, that's it. You gotta drive the traffic there. But I wanted to ask you another thing though.
Okay,
because I see a lot of people talking about this. Your Snapchat glasses. What's the deal? What's the story with the Snapchat glasses? Where are they from?
So I mean, I got these when
These are old, the old OGs?
yeah, these are the first.
You had a pair.
I mean,
I remember.
yeah,
I paid a kid to stand in line in New York to get them from me.
Right.
yeah. So I stood at a kiosk too. I stood at a multiple of them. You have to go find them. The one that I got, it was at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. And,
Do yours have prescription?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No
They're
one-
also
no one-
trash.
Yeah. No one ever uses them or anything. So
So let me ask you, do people feel weird when you wear those? They're like, holy shit, this guy's taping me.
everyone asks me every day. I get are those Snapchat glasses?
Do you still wear them because of why? Because you just don't care? Or because they're...
Yeah, I'm blind as fuck.
Right.
I want
But why not
I'm
other
not blind.
glasses? Because you just don't want to change the lenses?
It's just the look, I guess. I don't know. When I got them, I was like, okay. And then
I feel like you like having people to talk to because the tattoos.
I do
the
talk to a lot of people.
Because
but-
think about it, the tattoos, wearing our merch and wearing those glasses, it gives them 3 points of reason to talk to
yeah.
them, right? The tattoos, like, bro, what does that mean, right? The shirt is always like an attention grabber in bars, and then the glasses. So you're working as many angles to have as many people bother you.
yeah.
That's crazy.
And then I don't know. There's those one shirts that I get, and I'm like, I'm not gonna wear this out. But then I go wear it, and I'm like, fuck. Like the ones that you guys have, I'm like, I want to wear that on a plane.
You ever record anything good on those eyes?
Probably. There's probably something at least.
I want to tell you one thing, though, like in general, I wouldn't want you to get affected by this too much. So I hope you really just keep it, bro, you know, this is something you just got caught in a little limbo, right? And it's like, you can't let it affect you. You just got to roll with it. I think you just got to stick with and stay in the pocket, like Kirill says.
Yeah.
I think that's the move, no?
Yeah, go on as many talk shows and tell your story.
And you
Learn to cry.
Get a lot of tattoos in the making too, right?
What do you do from your perspective? What do you think of you being stuck in this marketing situation and this, I would say, marketing like scheme in a way? Do you feel anger towards the people that did it?
No, because I was all for it. Like honestly, and then
You got paid.
I got paid. I just didn't know.
What you were being paid for.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
But do you feel the need to clear your name? Like, all right, guys, like this was all
He's doing it right now.
right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying in general, do you have that drive where you're like, all right, like joke's over.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
mean,
tell you guys the truth.
yeah, I mean, jokes. So yeah, because it's affecting. I don't know. It just affects my mindset. Driving, I don't do that shit. I just like overthink. And I never had problems like that. I got PTSD, and this was like worse than PTSD.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and PTSD ain't even bad. I just hate fireworks sometimes, you know?
Oh, because you were in the military, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't like anything crazy. Just some people like to over exaggerate with them sometimes.
So you think this marketing stunt is worse than boot camp?
Well, no, I don't think it's worse. At the same time, it was cool to like. I mean, it was harder. Yeah, no, I don't know what it was honestly.
What's harder, to take a man's life or to have Ruby Rose out you as a cuck? A rich cuck? Or take a man's life?
And well, yeah, probably take him in. I don't know. Boot camp was definitely harder, I guess.
Have you ever
But-
taken a man's life?
No,
Did you ever serve time? Like in the
no,
military?
I'm a good kid, honestly.
No, in the military.
Oh, like served
Like,
time in
did
the
you go,
military?
like, where were you
Yeah,
in the Navy?
I was in the Navy.
Where?
I was everywhere. I was like, I mean, I was mostly in San Diego, Hawaii.
Sounds like a cruise. These
it
don't
becomes a
even
cruise.
sound. These don't even sound like like terrible places to go.
It becomes a cruise, but I mean, then it just, I don't know, you're just in the water for so long that it's just like, you get over it. It's like, there's nothing to do. You're actually more excited to be back. But I mean, the Navy, you get to see 70% of the world, so that's cool, I guess.
I'll be honest with you though, if I was you, based on just talking to you and hearing how you feel about the situation, I would go on a couple of shows, couple podcasts, and just clear it up, you know?
Yeah,
Because,
dude, take every piece of attention you can get if you're into it.
but flip it. Make sure that while you're clearing, you know, while you're making yourself feel better and doing it, I think you should still go back to opening up your Instagram and get something
Yeah,
from it.
have
you know?
fun with it.
Yeah, have fun with it. I don't think you should overthink it. I don't think you should let it bother you.
No.
Yeah, I think you should just own it and just be like, oh, it is what it is. We had fun.
You're also in an industry surrounded by people who are incredibly tough to criticism, right? Porn stars. All your friends are incredibly tough people. People will talk about they have the easiest job in the world because they lay on their back, right?
But they get abused.
But like these girls have to be incredibly tough to take the hate that comes with doing your job on your back, which most women would fucking kill themselves if you criticize a normal girlfriend the way a porn star gets criticized on the internet. So you have that resource, dude. Don't ever let the fucking internet use it. It's funny. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I wouldn't let it bother. I mean, I'm sure, you know, seeing unpleasant comments and all that stuff, and it's like you said, it's a new thing to you, but I wouldn't let it affect your day-to-day life, like where you're driving and you're overthinking or you're being affected. I don't think you should.
I mean, some of it's funny too, like when like these like academics or like who else, fucking the Fresh and Fit guys, like they're just talking shit.
They were
like,
ripping you?
Well, I don't even know what the fuck they were saying, but they don't know how I talk or they don't know who I am or like they just think I'm like some like weird guy, but it's like the total opposite. So it's like I don't know.
You're not a weird guy, Lamar?
I'm not weird.
You're not a weird guy.
No, I mean,
Lamar, we're all weird.
I'm weird.
I guess we're all weird, honestly, but I don't know. I'm the guy that doesn't give a fuck, honestly. I guess that's what it is.
Right, that's a weird guy.
Yeah.
Most men give a fuck.
If you were to be presented the situation again, would you go back and not take it?
No, I'd fucking do it better, honestly.
Do you get affected by like Fresh and Fit being like, oh, with this kid, even if it's like a scheme or if it's not, like what an idiot. Like, why would you do something like that? Why would you spread a girl like Ruby Rose and give her more attention than she doesn't deserve or whatever the case may be? Like, do you believe that? Is that what bothers you?
No, I think so. What it was too is I was also knowing that I think other people were getting affected by it, like anyone in the OnlyFans, whatever industry. I think that had something to affect with it. I don't know.
Oh, because you feel like your friends are.
Yeah, my friends are like literally like
part of that.
So it was like kind of like, well, I was talking to them, and I was like, in your shoes, like, how do you see me as like this whole person? They would say stuff, and then I would be like, okay, so now I understand. Like, it's affecting OnlyFans.
My friendships with these people. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So I was like,
so in that case,
yeah, they were
that's what's really bothering.
Yeah, because I didn't know how. I mean, people are hitting me up. I'm like, I don't know how big this is. Like, it's just like I'm not seeing any traction because I didn't get tagged or anything. But I'm having to do things so I could get the traction. So I was getting traction, but I had to think of it myself. So I think that's what was good too, because they kind of like didn't tell me what I needed to do technically, but at the same time, I was like, I did say, what do I do? And then I just started trolling. So I was like talking shit. I was like
answering back, right?
Yeah, but I was doing like good thinking. But yeah, it was definitely, I like trolling, I could tell you that. So
trolling's a good time.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying. You got to just flip it into that energy, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
I think I'm gonna do like something crazy right now where I like.
I'm just gonna show your dick.
I want to see how crazy it's gonna get.
Well, I mean, because there's only one photo, and like technically they don't know I'm doing anything. I mean, the one photo that shows me is like me and her. I'm gonna like do the one where it's like me and Ruby. Like, I'll show you guys right now. Look at this.
You should just drop some photos that no one has seen of you too.
Just put it on my. Yeah, because I know if I do that and then I put it in the feed, it's gonna be.
You should just post a photo of how much they paid you and be like, "Here's how much Ruby Rose spent on me."
Right.
And be like,
Should
she
be like
actually spent more money.
Yeah,
on
Oh
me.
wow, look at that.
Oh my god! Show me one of those.
That's a lot of pictures.
Pick one.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this one. I think.
Do you have 60,000 cash liquid right now to just drop on OnlyFans? Look at that.
Yeah, look, she looks happy there.
The young vet.
Of course, she looks happy. She got your phone too.
Fire.
I wish she showed her titties.
Jesus.
Why wouldn't she?
All right.
Yeah, she's super cool though. I mean,
You got nothing bad to say.
Yeah, I
She
don't have
should love
nothing-
you. You made her like
Yeah,
a few mils.
yeah, she was like a dope person to hang out with, and you know, I didn't know what the
She
situation
owes
was.
you at least
but-
a hand job. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hopefully you get more opportunities like this, but you just got to seize them.
Yeah.
You know?
I just gotta.
Just got to flip that traffic. Because like Kirill said, you know, it's old news after a week or two on socials.
Yeah, that's what I was realizing it the first week, like when we did, or however long it's been. Once we did the first post, it waited like 2 or 3 days, and then I was like, okay, so what's gonna happen next? Because I don't know. They were like, they kind of made it seem like you're gonna go viral. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, what happens after that? So
Well, after that, they're like,
then I got a tattoo. Yeah. So then I had to do the tattoo. Technically, I felt like to make it keep going.
You gave him that proposition, or they approached you with it?
Well, I mean, I told them that I'd get a tattoo if I had to make the story keep going. I was like, we could take any photos that we need to, like anything that's like.
Oh wow! So you proposed that to them?
Yeah, I said. I mean, I told them that I love money or whatever. So like, I was like, if we figure it out, we can figure it out. And then finding out that she's made probably so much money off this, it's like kind of not worth the time. I mean,
Yeah, because now you're starting to do the math in your head, and you're like, all right, this doesn't match what I made.
yeah. I mean,
But you see, she probably would have just. You probably wouldn't even made $1, to be honest with you, if you didn't propose the tattoo. You know why? Because to them, the text message and the picture was good enough already. So the fact that they threw that tattoo into the mix.
Have this dog right now.
Yeah, we got George in the
Georgie's
studio.
in the studio. Georgie, relax.
Yeah, good boy. But the fact that they threw the tattoo into the mix, they were like, all right, let's give this guy some money. That's almost how it feels like, right?
Well, I mean, I got money for the first incident too, but then
Oh, really?
yeah,
I
but
didn't know that.
it was yeah, it was just like whatever I chose. Technically, I didn't know what to.
What to even get? for
Yeah,
it,
like I
right?
didn't even know. So I was like,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know how much to charge for pictures, you know. So I was
Alright.
like, fuck it.
Listen, you're a model, bro.
I'm a model
You
now.
crushed it. Do you have anything you want to plug in? You want to plug your Instagram?
Yeah. So what's my Instagram now? I mean, I have the one of one spender. That's my main one. My Twitter is what is my Twitter? Because I love Twitter now. It's better than Instagram. My Twitter is I love Ruby Rose 87. No, I'm just kidding. That's not it. It was probably that at one point, but it is OnlyFans Crypto Well.
Ooh, okay. There it is.
I think that's what that is, or Lamar the Great 3.
Okay.
All right, Lamar, you got to clap us out. So
Yeah,
we can
you're
sync
gonna
the
have
sound.
to. Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah,
have to.
that's it. And we're out of here.
Hell yeah. Lamar, why on earth would you ever spend $62,000 on Ruby Rose?
Because I have so much money that it doesn't even matter. $62,000 to me is like $60 to you.
Lamar, why on earth would you spend 62 fucking grand on Ruby Rose?
And you're not giving the pipe. The pipe?
No, I'm not giving them pipe. So Ruby Rose isn't the most I've spent money on OnlyFans. There's other girls, but I don't kiss and tell. Next question. Ruby Rose is my cheapest transaction this month. It's like holding up a CVS receipt.
I mean, can I get a free Bitcoin?
Text me your wallet.
I mean, can I get one too, bro? What the fuck?
No, bro, I'm not trying to fuck you.
I'm trying to fuck you though.
Can I just get 62 grand?
Send me your wallet.
What the fuck is happening?
Can I get one too?
No, I'm not trying to fuck you.
How much Bitcoin do you actually have? 1,000
No, higher.
to 2,000? What's 2,000? 2,000 Bitcoins
That's
like fucking $8 million more. Yeah.
yeah, definitely more.
Well, yeah. 3,000, 5,000,
Higher?
10,
12,000?
12,000 Bitcoin.
12,000.
12,000 Bitcoin. That's like $1 billion. Do you have more than 1,000 Bitcoins?
Definitely more than 1,000 for sure.
1,500?
1,500? What is that? That's like
1,500.
40 million?
2,000?
That's $40 million? Okay, this is the one thing I'm really curious about because I'm a Jew and I like to know people's like values and net worths. How much Bitcoin do you actually have? Street value of it right now is what? What is it? 40 grand?
44,000.
I'm gonna start low. 1,000 Bitcoin. Right?
Yeah, higher.
That's 40 million.
1,500 Bitcoins.
Do you understand?
Definitely higher than that.
4,000?
You're spot on.
How much?
About 4,000.
4,000 Bitcoin?
Hey, my man, you're really wildin', Brody. Let me get some.
It's getting a little hot in here.
Yeah. She found out this dude's got $200 million. She's about to earn another Bitcoin.
Oh, nah, Brody. Hold on. That's sexy red, my brother.